So at that point I was really anxious, and I wasn't really sure what to do because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to parent in general, let alone parenting a sick newborn while I'm also sick. It was just a lot. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kendra and I make all kinds of different content on here, but more recently I had a baby, and so that has been taking over most of my content because that's just what's been taking over my life currently. So today I have a couple of updates for you guys, but I thought I would do those while I did my makeup because today is my brother's 21st birthday and we're going out to dinner tonight. So I thought I would use this time to get ready really quick and just chat with you guys about what's been going on here in the past couple of weeks since I did my last update. Alora is 9 weeks and 1 day old today, and she's chilling in her little Mamaroo swing right now while I do my makeup. We just went to get coffee, so she chilled in the car seat for a little bit. She took a little bit of a nap in the car and she's fed, and now she's just chilling in the swing. So while she is calm, I'm going to try to do my makeup really quick. So I have a couple of things that I want to discuss today just because the past couple of weeks have been kind of chaotic. So my last update with you guys, I believe I was about 2 or 3 weeks postpartum. I recorded it over the span of like I think a week. So I think I was about 3 weeks postpartum when I finished filming the clips for that video, and things have gotten a lot better, but things are also a lot different, and a lot of stuff has happened between when I last filmed and now. Miss Alora is now exclusively breastfed. She was on formula and I was exclusively pumping for the first around 2.5 weeks of her life because we had to supplement formula in the hospital due to my milk supply just not really coming in and being enough for her, and she had some blood sugar problems in the hospital. She was on formula, and it also seemed like she wasn't tolerating breast milk very well. It seemed like it made her really gassy and she had a lot of stomach pain with it. So I wasn't sure if I was going to have to cut dairy or cut something else out of my diet so that she could tolerate breast milk better. But at around that 2.5 week mark, she decided that she was going to projectile vomit all of the formula that we had here at the house. We had a couple of different options for her. We had one that was soy based and we had one that was for sensitive stomach, and she ended up projectile vomiting both of those and couldn't keep any of it down. So we decided to try breast milk, and she tolerated that fine, and that was the only thing that she could keep down that night. And ever since then she's been exclusively breastfed and she's been doing really well. We had some latch issues in the beginning, but we have since worked those issues out and she's doing a lot better, and she's prefers breastfeeding now over taking a bottle, which kind of sucks a little bit because it makes it really hard for me to leave her with Elijah. But I do occasionally pump and leave milk for him if I have to go somewhere without her. Like if I were to go to a nail appointment or a lash appointment, I can take her to my lash appointments, and I have before, but it's not the easiest thing to do, and a lot of the times I'll just try to schedule those things for the days that he's off work so that he can watch her, and I'll pump some milk and I'll leave some milk with him. And if she's hungry enough, she will take the bottle, but she doesn't prefer it. So that's fine with me. Obviously, I would prefer for her to be breastfed. It does make it hard for me to go without her, which I don't really want to do, but there are occasions where I have to. So she was doing really well sleeping in her bassinet at that point. She was having roughly 3.5 hour to 4 hour stretches in her bassinet. She would eat, she would go right back down. We have a much better routine now. We actually have a routine where she'll actually start getting sleepy, and she'll go to sleep at like between 10:30 and 11:30, which is pretty late. We have a routine, and I'll nurse her to sleep, and she'll sleep for, I think her routine right now is 11:30 to 2:30, so roughly 3 hours, a little bit more sometimes. And then she'll wake up and she'll nurse, and she'll go another 3 hours. She'll wake up, and then typically she's up for the day after that. We've had a lot of firsts around here. We've had first smile starting at around 6 weeks, and unfortunately we also had our first urgent care visit and our first sickness run through the house. Somehow I was the first one to get sick, and I honestly have no idea how, because I never leave the house, rarely ever, unless it's for like errands or something. I hadn't knowingly been around anyone who was sick, so it was really odd for me to be the first one to catch a cold, especially since my husband works outside of the home, so I would think that he would probably be the first one to get sick around, you know, seeing all the customers come in the store and everything around cold and flu season. But I am repping the new merch today, the Thumbs Up Theta Park. I'll put a picture up on the screen, but this shirt is a lot softer than I think some of the other ones that I have, because I have ones throughout all of the merch years. I have ones that are like 4 and 5 years old. So this one is really good quality, especially compared to the other ones, the older ones that I have. This one's really soft and like stretchy and comfortable. But yeah, if you don't already have one of the new merch t-shirts, you should look up getting one, and I will post the merch link in the description box as always, and you guys can take a look at the merch. I don't know how I ended up getting it. I honestly have no idea. But I started feeling sick. I started getting a sore throat on a Thursday. By Friday night, I had a fever of 101.1, and I started getting a little bit of a runny nose and a little bit of a dry cough. I figured that it was probably just a cold, but the fact that I had a 6-week-old made me really, really anxious. She wasn't showing any symptoms of being sick at the time, but I thought, better safe than sorry. I need to go and make sure that what I have is just a cold and it's not like COVID or the flu or something. So I ended up booking myself an appointment at the local urgent care. I had my mom come and like help me with Allura for a little while because I was so sick, and I was still adjusting to our routine with a 6-week-old newborn. So it was a lot when my husband went to work and I had to care for her by myself when I was sick. I had her come, and then I got her sick, but we weren't sure if it was the same thing, like if she got it from me or if she got it from someone else. She had the same symptoms and stuff, but we didn't want to bring any more sick people around Allura, so I couldn't have her watch Allura while I went to urgent care. So, and my husband was working because it was a Saturday when I went. We had it okayed with his manager that I just dropped Allura off in the car seat for like 20 minutes while I went to urgent care and made sure that what I had was not COVID or the flu or strep throat or something like that. I dropped her off with my husband at work, and I went to the urgent care. I was tested for strep throat. So the strep throat test came back negative, but I told them I just wanted to be 100% sure that I did not have something that was really, really bad, especially with a 6-week-old at home. So it didn't end up being strep throat or the flu or COVID or anything like that. Luckily, it was just a cold. They ended up diagnosing me with viral pharyngitis, which is basically like the scientific term for a sore throat caused by a virus. So it wasn't anything crazy, but I was extremely, extremely anxious about giving it to her and having a sick 6-week-old baby at home, especially being that I am breastfeeding her, and it's really, really hard not to pass a virus onto someone that you're that close in proximity with, like 90% of the day. I was like relatively sure that I was probably going to give it to her, and that anxiety around that was just really, really hard to deal with. So I ended up asking the doctor at the urgent care what I should do. Like I told him I have a 6-week-old baby at home, I am breastfeeding her, I don't know what to do. Is there anything I can do to reduce the risk of her catching this? Like, I'm not really sure what to do, and I'm really anxious about getting her sick. And he's like, well, since she's breastfeeding, she should be fine. She's gonna get antibodies from you, which I already knew, but I just didn't want her to get sick and need the antibodies for being sick. I was hoping that the antibodies would prevent her from getting sick. And he said she'll likely be just fine. Breast milk is really rich in antibodies, and it's just really, really good for sick babies and helping babies get over illnesses faster. And especially since you're the one that's sick, you're producing antibodies for yourself and for her. So she should be 100% fine, and you should start feeling better in 3 to 5 days. And I was like, okay, great. So I went home. At that point, it was, okay, what can I take to make myself feel better? Because I'm breastfeeding, and there's a lot of stuff that I can't have in conjunction with breastfeeding. Like I can't have decongestants, and I can't have some other types of over-the-counter medications. We ended up calling her pediatrician. Her pediatrician is also a lactation consultant, so we consulted with her about what type of medication I could take to make myself feel a little bit better and the process of getting over my cold while also breastfeeding her so that it didn't hurt my supply. So I ended up taking just regular cough drops, and then I ended up taking another type of over-the-counter medication that they approved that was mostly for allergies, but it did have some medication in there that was fine for breastfeeding moms who had a little bit of congestion and headache, sinus pressure, stuff like that. So I ended up taking that, and then I also was taking not a medication per se, but it was like that chloroseptic throat numbing lozenges. Those were a lifesaver because I have not had a throat this sore with a cold in a very long time. So I ended up taking those along. You can only take those every, I think, 2 hours. So in between, if I still had a little bit of a sore throat, then I would do like a regular cough drop. But I just alternated all of those medications until I started feeling a little bit better. And unfortunately, this cold for me lasted like 2 weeks. It did not last like 5 to 7 days like the doctor said it might. It was lingering forever. And then unfortunately, the next day, I think was a Sunday, she started getting sick too. So she started getting a little bit congested, it sounded like. It seemed like she wanted to nurse a lot more often. She seemed really tired. She just seemed like she didn't feel good. So at that point, I was really, really anxious, and I wasn't really sure what to do because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to parent in general, let alone parenting a sick newborn while I'm also sick. It was just a lot, and it made me really anxious. So that next day, I ended up taking her to the pediatrician. I think that was a Monday, and it also happened to be our 2-year wedding anniversary. So fun anniversary. We ended up taking her to the pediatrician to get her tested for RSV, just to be on the safe side, because she was showing just a little bit of symptoms, but I wanted to get ahead of it in case that's what it was, and just wanted to have her checked out for my peace of mind. So they went ahead and checked her out, and they said she was 100% fine. She was just a little bit congested. She was stable. Just to keep her suctioned and use a humidifier and keep her in the bathroom with me when I showered so that the steam would help her, and just watch out for any worsening symptoms. I, for the next couple of days, kept her suctioned, and I used the Little Remedies saline spray as well as the Grownsy nasal aspirator. And let me tell you, after using it with a sick baby, it is a godsend. Like, I used it in comparison with the Frida Baby nasal aspirator, the electric one, and the Grownsy one is so much more powerful than the Frida Baby, and it's less expensive too. But the suction power on the Grownsy nasal aspirator is way better than the Frida Baby. Like, even level 1 is stronger, it seems like, than level 2 or 3 on the Frida Baby. And we never turned it up to level 3 on the Grownsy nasal aspirator, but we usually use suction level 2, and that was like super efficient in getting all of the congestion out of her nose. That paired with the Little Remedies saline spray worked like a charm for her. It was perfect. And I feel like I didn't rave enough about it in the first video where I was like actually testing it, because I didn't have a sick baby. I was just using it on like regular snot, which it works for that too, but it is very, 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 very effective on like sick mucus. And even so, I used it more recently when she wasn't having a lot of congestion in conjunction with the saline spray, and it also does really well with just regular like boogers when they're moistened like that. If I had to recommend one for you to buy, I would recommend that one if you're going to use an electric one. The Frida Baby brand has one that's like just a tube on a string basically, and you suck the boogers out with your own mouth, and I just can't get behind that. I can't do it. I'd much rather have the electric one, and I think the electric one is better because it's continuous suction, and I just think it's more effective. So if I had to recommend one for you to buy, I would 100% recommend the Grownsy one. It's cheaper. I think, in my opinion, the suction power is better, and I do still have a discount code in the description of my previous video, but I'll see if I can link it in this one as well if you know someone or you want to get one. And I think that gives you 15% off of your purchase if you use the link on their Amazon that they sent me. And it's not commissioned, so I don't make money on you clicking on the link. It's just a product that they sent me for free to try, and I really enjoy it. So that seemed to keep her really content. We wouldn't do it all the time because the doctor said that that can actually worsen congestion, but we would do it like before feed so that she was able to eat and breathe at the same time, and we would do it before bed. And then in the morning sometimes, if she was really, really stuffy from the night before still, then I would bring her into the bathroom with me and take a really steamy shower, and then use the saline spray and the aspirator to kind of clear out her sinuses for the day. and that seemed to really help her, and it seemed to help her get over her sickness a lot faster. But they told us to watch out for worsening symptoms, like if she was rubbing or pulling at her ears or turning her head back and forth, and she started doing that, and those can be signs of an ear infection. So we decided to call and take her in again like 2 days after we had brought her in the first time, just to be 100% sure that she didn't have an ear infection. And they took a look at her ears and they said her ears are fine, she's just congested, and they think what she was experiencing was the sinus pressure and like the pop. She wasn't able to pop her ears, so she was feeling like the crackling and the pressure when she nursed in her ears, and we thought maybe that she was using nursing as a way to kind of pop her ears and like help her get some of that congestion and the sinus pressure alleviated. They told us just to make sure, because ear infections can develop very, very quickly, that the symptoms weren't getting worse. She wasn't continuing to pull at her ears or shake her head back and forth or get really, really fussy and scream and cry and things like that. Thankfully, her symptoms did not worsen. She seemed to get better within a couple days. I think maybe like 5 days or so. She was much, much better. But then Elijah caught the head cold that we both had. So at the tail end of mine and hers, he started getting sick. So the whole household was sick, and we were all dealing with that. He ended up having to call out of work because he did not feel well at all. Everything was chaotic with all of us being sick and having to take care of her while she was also sick. But it was nice having him home, even though he was not feeling well, to help me with her while I was still getting over the tail end of my cold. So it was a very, very, very stressful situation, because I thought, my mind immediately jumped like to the worst possibility that, if I had the flu or if I had COVID or something like that, even though I've been vaccinated, that she could get it and it could develop into RSV and then she could go into the hospital. I mean, my mind just jumped to like the worst possible conclusion. So whenever she started getting better, it was just so relieving. My cough and congestion, or runny nose rather, lingered forever. It was like 2 to 2.5 weeks that it took me to fully get over that. Plus I wasn't able to really take anything to help me get over it faster, so I think maybe that's why it took me so long. Not to mention the fact that I'm breastfeeding and a lot of my energy goes towards making breast milk. But Elijah got over it pretty fast, my mom got over hers pretty fast, but they were both able to take medications that I wasn't able to. Nobody else got sick, thankfully, so it seems like everybody in the family has had this head cold at some point. None of us are sick anymore, and we're being very, very cautious around her and about the places that we go and things like that. Not that we weren't before, but we're even more so now. My OB had actually recommended that I wait to get my flu shot until they had the newer one put out for the season, and we've been so caught up with taking care of a newborn that we just have yet to have time to go get it. So that has been a priority now. I'm going to go get that. She didn't recommend me getting it when I was pregnant because it was last season's and not this season's, or else I would have. But yeah, everybody's going to go get their flu shot. I'm going to try to be extra, extra, extra careful because I do not want a sick baby in any capacity again anytime soon. Ever, really, but I know that that's inevitable. It was an extremely anxious time for all of us, but me especially, because I felt so guilty for getting her sick, even though I tried everything in my power to not breathe in her direction, definitely not cough on her. Anytime I had to breastfeed her, I would not look at her just so I wouldn't breathe on her. I would latch her and then I would look away. I was like washing my hands in between like touching my face, my mouth. I would use Germ-X if I wasn't close to a sink, just trying really hard not to get her sick. But unfortunately, that's just how it is with her having to be around me 100% of the time. I was the only one taking care of her whenever my husband would go to work, and she was just around me. So unfortunately, even with all of the precautions that I took to try not to get her sick, she got sick anyway. But at least she was able to get some of the antibodies through my milk and got over it relatively quickly. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful that it didn't progress into RSV or anything more significant. But yeah, it was just a lot, and it was a hard time, especially with me being sick as well. But with that being said, her being exclusively breastfed at this point meant that we had a lot of extra formula that we had bought for her that we were not going to use anymore. So we went ahead and found somebody on Facebook Marketplace that needed it more than we did, and she works here locally, so we were able to drop the 4 bottles of extra pre-mixed formula that we had unopened off to her at work. Her baby will only take that one specific brand of formula that we had, and she said she was having a hard time finding it at a store near her because she doesn't live around here. She commutes to work. So we told her where we picked ours up at, and it's really close to where she works, so hopefully if she needs more, she'll be able to just swing by that grocery store and grab it on her way to work or from work, and she'll be able to have it for her baby. But we gave her 4 bottles for free, the ones that we had. We still have a little bit of the Similac powdered formula, but it's opened, and I think you can't just like give it to someone after it's been opened. I also have a lot of frozen breast milk stored from when I was exclusively pumping and she was on formula, and I'm also just a little bit of an oversupplier, so I've been able to put a little bit away here and there when I pump, and I pump more than she can eat for that feeding, so that's been really nice. I also ordered the Haka Ladybug milk collectors, so I'm hoping that maybe I can collect a little bit while she feeds off of me, so I can put that away in the freezer as well, or just have it if I need to leave her with Elijah or something, because pumping is tedious and I have to find time to do it in between her feeds. Even though I do usually get around 3.5 to 4 ounces when I pump in between her feeds, it's just something that I feel like it would be easier if I could just collect it while she eats at the same time. So I'm really hoping that that works out for us. Also, I've been going through her clothes, so she has been growing like an absolute weed, and she's been growing out of a lot of her stuff. And we also have things that were given to us from my brother and sister-in-law, but they had a boy, so some of it is like gendered for boy babies and or gender neutral, that we just haven't put her in. We gathered a bunch of that stuff that we had that didn't fit her, or stuff that we had extra of, or stuff that we just weren't going to put on her. We found somebody who was in need of it more than we were, somebody that is going to have a baby, I think in January or February, a baby girl, and we are going to give that stuff to them. And then I think I found somebody on Facebook that could use baby boy things and clothes, so I think maybe I'll just give the baby boy stuff to whoever needs it. And then I'll probably continue to do that with all of the stuff that she grows out of, because if somebody else can use it and needs it more than we do, then by all means they can have it and we'll drop it off to them, or they can come pick it up. She is at least 12 pounds now, and she is 9 weeks old. She's growing like crazy. We're probably gonna have to take the infant insert out of her car seat here soon, because I think she's too long for it now at this point. I think the limit is 24 inches long, and she was 22 inches last time, but she's doing really well in terms of gaining weight. Like the 2 times that we brought her to the pediatrician to be seen when she was sick, she had gained 5 ounces in between her first visit and this next visit, like a couple days later. She's still eating really well. She's gaining weight like crazy. She's growing out of a lot of her clothes. She came home in size 1 diapers because she was born at 8 pounds 10 ounces. So the newborn diapers were just really tight on her, even in the hospital. She hasn't been able to wear newborn clothing for a couple weeks now. She's been in 0 to 3 for a while. And some of the 0 to 3 things, even now, I'm like, oh, she's gonna grow to that pretty quickly. But aside from that, I have a couple of gifts that I received from fans that I wanted to go over. I'm kind of trapped right now because she's eating, but once she's done eating, then I will see if I can finish my makeup and see if I can go over some of those gifts that were sent to us. How difficult is this going to be to finish my makeup while nursing? We're about to find out. So today is November 19th. It's Coven's 21st birthday. My family's Thanksgiving. We're just going to have it, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday is actually the day of Thanksgiving. I think we might take a couple of hours out of our day and just have dinner with them. And we have a lot of stuff we need to prep before then. So they still need to do their Thanksgiving giveaway for their channel. We recently hit 100,000 subscribers over there on their channel, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you guys if you are watching and you're one of the more recent subscribers, or if you just watch the channel in general. We're really excited about getting our play button. I have a couple of really cool videos in the works for their channel, and we are still considering doing the 12 days of towing again this year. We were able to do it last year because we had so many videos pre-edited and banked up that we just decided that we were going to do a video every day for 12 days, but we actually ended up going longer than 12 days. I think we went all the way out to December 31st with our videos. I don't think we'll have enough videos to do that, but I think possibly we will have enough videos pre-edited for December to do the 12 days of towing again. So hopefully we'll be able to do that, and it'll be really exciting for you guys to see a new video every day for 12 days. It is a lot of work to prep, and we have to have enough footage. We have to work enough and have enough jobs, have recorded enough jobs to have enough content for 12 days in a row. So I'm hoping that we do, because it's really cool to post a video every day and see what you guys have to say about each video, and see everybody get so excited about a new video every day instead of a new video 3 times a week. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Also, one of my New Year's resolutions is to get better quality filming set studio type area for my channel. So I think for Christmas and my birthday, I'm going to see if I can grab a couple of items that would make filming on my channel better quality. I'm going to try to grab a different tripod for my GoPro, which is what I'm filming on right now, but the tripod that I have sucks really bad, and it's the only one that I have. I'm going to see if I can get a battery charger that can charge more than one battery at a time, because right now I don't have a battery charger and I just charge the battery that's in the GoPro by plugging the GoPro in. And I have a couple of SD cards now, but I didn't at the time. I only had like 1 or 2, and it was really hard for me to film multiple videos at a time for my channel. So I'm hoping to get a better tripod set up and get some, like, a personal space, like a dedicated space to filming that's like nice and put together, just to make the video quality a little bit better. I'm also thinking about getting a microphone for myself so that the audio quality will be a little bit better. And I'm also considering getting a tripod or a GoPro mount for my mirror in the car, so I can talk to you guys in the car, and then also a better tripod for my phone so that I can do TikTok videos and not have to hold my phone, and that should make the quality a little bit better. Those are a couple of my ideas for improving the quality of the videos on my channel, because you guys are watching, so I'd like to make the content as good as possible and as high quality as possible if I can. I'm really excited about that as well. And I think we've discussed doing a couple of different things with the other channel as well. In terms of video, we've considered getting a couple of those smaller cameras that you can put like in the bottom of a cup or something, or do like little scenic shots like from the inside of the tire, things like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my dad watches a channel, I forget the name of the guy's channel, but he has like 12.5 million subscribers, and he does product reviews on YouTube, and he has one of those cameras, and he just takes his time and does like really like cinematic shots with the camera. And we've been talking about getting a camera like that so that we can do some like more cinematic shots and like produce our videos a little bit more. So I'm hoping that the video quality will only increase and improve from here on out on both of the channels, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy that and are enjoying the quality so far and have been noticing the improvements that we've been trying to make. I'm waiting to film my birth story video until I get a dedicated like space to record, because I'd like to really make that video really nice and high quality in terms of like the background and the audio and the video and the content and things like that. So I'm kind of waiting until I get my film set up all right and in order. So still be on the lookout for that video, but I would really like to make it really nice and like fun to watch. So thanks for being patient with me on that. Okay, sorry about that. My camera died, and like I said, I don't have a way to charge extra batteries. I just charge the GoPro, so if it dies I have to go to an outlet and film next to the outlet while my GoPro charges. So that's what I'm doing right now. But this is the finished makeup look. I haven't done anything with my hair because it's kind of dumb. I'm actually hoping to schedule a hair appointment sometime soon so I can get some highlights and get a bit of a maintenance cut on it so that it's more presentable and easier to style. But like I was saying before my camera died, if you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, you'll have to let me know what dish you're most excited for this year. I think I requested cheesy ranch potatoes because we've been having those a lot lately and I've just really been craving them. Usually for Thanksgiving we just have a lot of sides. We don't typically have like a big turkey or anything like that. If we have a turkey, it's usually a small one. But I don't think we're gonna have anything. I think we're just gonna have chicken, just like regular chicken thighs, and then a bunch of sides. So also Elijah and I have been watching The Walking Dead recently, whenever we're trying to get her wind down for bed. So while I'm feeding her, getting ready to put her down for the night, we like to watch The Walking Dead, and we started at season 1, just like started over, and we're currently on season 6, but we're almost done with it, I think. Almost on season 7. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know too if you guys have watched The Walking Dead, what you guys think. No spoilers, please, but let me know, or let me know what TV show that you're currently binge watching at the moment while you've got other things going on. Also, right before I started filming, Alora doesn't like pacifiers, but it would make my life a lot easier if she would take one at night. I do nurse her to sleep, but she kind of uses me as a pacifier a lot of the times. So I ordered her one from, I think it was a company called Nina or Nina. And she actually doesn't mind it. It's the first one she's actually taken. Yay for liking a pacifier finally. She didn't take it for very long, but it's definitely hopeful that she took it for any amount of time, because she has not taken any pacifier for any amount of time, no matter how many I've tried. So I'm really excited about that as well. But aside from that, I do want to go over a couple of the gifts that were sent to me really fast. So I had to put her in the carrier because, my goodness, she will not let me put her down, and she's been like this for a couple days. But I wanted to go over a couple of the gifts that were sent. So first I have this little knitted hat and blanket. It's like the blanket is closed at the bottom, so you can like carry her around in it, which those are super useful, especially when we want to take her to go see some Christmas lights soon. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to use one of the blankets that was sent to me that does that, and carry her around, maybe just to see the Christmas lights. She's at that stage where she really likes shiny things and lights and things like that. So we're really excited to do that. But this is from Gonzo641, who comments on YouTube all the time. And they have a shop. It's called Margon Crafts and Things. So I will put their little card up here on the screen if you guys want to check out their shop for any of the knitted things that they do. But they have this, they sent this little knitted beanie, super cute, and it looks like it's going to fit her perfectly. And then we've also got the little blanket that is closed at the bottom, and it's just really high quality knitting. Thank you so much, Gonzo, for sending that. I've been really excited about all of the knitted gifts and all of the personalized gifts that we've received, because they're all such high quality, and you can tell that a lot of time and effort has been put into making them. So thank you guys, all of you guys who have sent personalized things, homemade things, knitted things. Thank you guys so much. We are really enjoying those things. My parents received a note from Dove and Renee Cobble, I believe, and they sent over $100 for me, Elijah, and Alora. So, oh my gosh, I was not expecting that whatsoever. Thank you guys so much. Obviously not necessary, but we appreciate that gift so much, so thank you guys. Also, my dad had gone to the lot and saw this little stuffed lion left at the gate, and it just said "for Alora" on the package. Super cute. It's a Harry Potter stuffy, and my husband knew exactly what it was right away. I have never really like watched Harry Potter or read the books or anything, but my husband has, and he really likes Harry Potter, so he recognized what it was right away, and he was really excited about it. But I didn't know who it was from until I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos from Mark Ward, saying that he left the little stuffed lion at the gate. So thank you, Mark. I did not know who it was from until you commented, so thank you so much for commenting and letting me know that it was from you. Also, we had received a little box, a little black box with a cute little bow on top for Alora, and inside it had the cutest little Halloween outfits that I've ever seen, and it also came with her own little Halloween bucket with little tiny miniature candies in it, and it was the cutest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Like, me and my parents were just absolutely dying over the teeny tiny little candy bucket with candy in it. It was so cute. That was from Joe and Dina from Hartsville, Tennessee, so thank you guys so much. Even the box was like super high quality. It was like this really well built like box with a little bow on it. So cute. And I also have a couple of photos that I'll share with you guys of her in the Halloween outfit that they sent. So thank you guys so much once again. I think that's everything recently that I've received, I think. Hopefully I'm not leaving anybody out, but those are all the things that I've gathered here for this video today. So if I'm leaving anybody out, I will include you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'm not, though. Also, She's been wearing the zippies that Carol got her, so thank you so much, Carol. We love the zippies. I think that is everything that I wanted to include in this video. Final makeup look. I'm gonna get actually dressed for dinner, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Good evening. First and foremost, I just want to apologize for how I look right now, but my parents came by today and delivered me some gifts, some fan mail that I had received up to their house. And while Laura is chilling in her swing right now, I wanted to quickly go through this. I recorded the first clips of this video a while ago, a couple days ago, and I just wanted to add this to the end of this video really quick because I just got these gifts and I haven't edited this video yet. So I want to go ahead and quickly go over these and thank everyone who sent us stuff. So first I have this adorable little pink train set. I'm not sure if it's a Christmas ornament or maybe if it's one of those that like goes along the bottom of the tree skirt. Either way, it's super cute, and also it goes with Alora's tree this year. So her grandma actually bought her a pink Christmas tree. It's like a 4-foot tall pink Christmas tree, and she also got her like every pink ornament in the store to go with it, and a tree skirt and everything else. So this actually goes perfectly with her Christmas tree this year, and I think we're gonna set that up either tomorrow or Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so either Wednesday or Thursday we're gonna set that up. It'll go perfectly with her Christmas tree. Also, we have Baby's First Christmas 2023 little ornament. And in 2023 we became a family of 3. Cute little ornament, so thank you guys so much. I actually hadn't got either one of these ornaments for the tree this year yet, but I did just order Alora a personalized ornament for our tree, and I think one of the traditions that we are thinking about doing is getting her an ornament for the tree every year, and then giving her that option if she wants to keep them when she turns 18 or whatever for her own Christmas tree. I think we're thinking about doing that as a tradition for her. But these are from Wanda St. Clair, so thank you so much, Wanda. I think actually Wanda sent 2 separate gifts. So I have this one, and I also have this from Wanda, this cute little pop-up card. And it says, "Congrats on your precious baby girl." And she sent a couple of outfits. So this one says, "Thankful, grateful, and blessed." And it's a cute little orange pumpkin Thanksgiving outfit, and it did come with a little bow as well. And then also, my mom was dying over this outfit when I opened it earlier. We have this adorable little jumper, and it's 3 to 6, or actually it's 6 to 9. Laura is she's gonna be moving up to 3 to 6 month clothing probably here soon. She is growing out of some of her 0 to 3 month clothing, and some of her 3 month clothing is beginning to get a little bit tight on her. So I've started ordering her outfits in 3 to 6 month already. And it also came with this cute little belt where you can tie it as a bow. But like I said, my mom was going crazy over that outfit. It's so cute. And then also, I think this is also from Wanda, this cute little imitation of Big Red with a female tow truck driver. I mean, my dad was like, what are the odds of finding a tow truck with a female operator in it? But that's crazy. Isn't this so cute? So thank you so much, Wanda. I absolutely love the ornaments. I really think that is going to go perfectly with her Christmas tree. And it's crazy because I haven't even talked about it on the channel yet, but you guys already know. I also have this one, and so this one came with a story, and my dad was telling me that it got lost in the mail and it had just now made its way over to our house. But this one is from Lori. It's actually handmade. It is so thoughtful and like personalized. Lori made Alora this personalized little teddy bear with all of her birth stats on it. So it's got her weight, her length, the day she was born, her full name, and the time and everything. And it's like a personalized little stuffy that you can put along with her for pictures and stuff. It is so cute and so thoughtful. So thank you so much, Lori. She included a note. She said it finally made its way back through the mail system. Hopefully it has made its way this time and can be enjoyed. so thank you so much, Lori. She included her email on this little note too, so I'll have to take a picture of this with Alora and send it to her through email. But thank you so much. I'm so glad that it finally made its way through the mail. I had no idea it was coming, but thank you so much. Okay, and then we've also got this from Scott and Tara Shaver, who comment on the channel all the time. And they sent some cute little 3 to 6 month personalized onesie. For this child I have prayed. And then also this adorable little onesie that says my first words will be winch out and snatch block. So yes, I'll definitely have to get some photos of Allura in that as well, because that's hilarious. And when I pulled it out, I was just dying laughing. Yeah, it's true. Winch out and snatch block, especially because she sits at my chair with me while I edit and listens to all of the videos firsthand. And last but certainly not least is this little blanket from the Lanes, and they also included, I don't know if they'd want me to show their little handwritten note, but they also included a photo of all of them meeting my parents. And she has made this adorable personalized hand sewn blanket for Allura, and it's the "Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep" prayer. Oh my gosh, I mean, look at the size. And this is a huge blanket. I mean, I can't even imagine how much work she's put into this. But it has little angels on it, and it's pink. It's just adorable and so incredibly thoughtful. I say this every time that I go through gifts, but I'm just so incredibly blown away at the craftsmanship and that people like take the time out of their day to like make stuff for us and send it to us. It's just incredibly thoughtful. So thank you so much. The Lanes, that's who it's signed by. So thank you guys so much. We will definitely be enjoying all of these gifts here in the next couple of days and for the Christmas season. So thank you guys so much for thinking of us and taking the time out of your day to not only send us these things, but a lot of the times make these things, and that takes a long time. It takes a lot of time out of your personal time, out of your life, to custom make things for us and send them to us. So thank you guys so much. We can't even tell you how much we appreciate you guys thinking of us and spending your time making things and like money and shipping and everything. I just can't even tell you how appreciative we are of you guys. So thank you guys so much. We've got a busy couple of days coming up here in the next couple of days. So tomorrow I have an appointment to get an IUD because we do not want any more babies anytime soon right now. After that, I think we're going to organize the house. Like I said, set up the Christmas trees. I'm thinking about maybe doing a vlog on that. I don't know if you guys would enjoy, I don't know, a decorating vlog or something like that, setting up our Christmas trees. But I'm thinking about it and considering it. I also did a lot of Christmas shopping here in the past couple of days. We just had Black Friday, Cyber Monday. All of the deals are still running, I think the 28th in a lot of cases. So I've done a lot of shopping for everyone for Christmas. Also, I've been using the Haka Ladybug milk collectors, and I've also ordered the Haka manual breast pump. But let me tell you, just the milk collectors are incredible. I've been able to collect an ounce of milk every single day while breastfeeding, and I don't have to pump at all, and it's super easy and comfortable to wear and everything. So I ordered another one because I only ordered one in the very beginning. So now I'll have two, and also the manual breast pump. So I'm really excited to use that and see how it works for me. Those are some products I've really been loving. Also, the Grownsy nasal aspirator. Used that this morning on Allura because she needed it, and she immediately feels better every single time I use it, so I'm very thankful to have it. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm pretty sure that she's getting a little bit hungry, but she's definitely just chilling over there in her little Mamaroo is what I bought for her. The little electric swing that kind of bounces. She really likes that feature. So I'm gonna get back to it. I apologize for the short notice video looking like this, but this is motherhood. This is my life nowadays. Again, thank you guys for all of the fan mail and gifts that we've gotten over the past couple of weeks. I appreciate it so much, more than you know. And I guess I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. You're missing a sock. You're missing a sock. You're missing a sock. What are you doing? You like your swing?